Has been a trying time for so many with this severe storm over the weekend and the residuals. But one thing we know for certain is that some heartwarming stories have been coming into us. One of them specifically from our friends over at Western New York Heroes, who needed their own heroes over the weekend, and they found them. Check it out.
These two gentlemen just wanted to do something positive and truly make a difference. And I'm still not sure if they realize the difference that they truly made. You know, even though with the storm going on, we still have dogs here staying at the school. And all I can think about all weekend was I can care less about the weather. I can care less about anything. I need to get to these dogs to make sure they're okay. As you know, from all the other pictures out there, it was very, very deep. But there was a retaining wall over by our school, and I knew if I could just find that retaining wall and walk the top of it, that I should be able to get in with no problem. And I was doing good until I fell off. Next thing I know, I'm chest deep in snow. The whole time I'm on the phone with Lynn, and she's like, "Tell me you're okay, tell me you're okay." I'm like, "Well, I'm not sure I can get out of this, and I'm probably gonna freeze to death, so don't let me die alone and just talk me through my last breath."
I've been there. I fell bit in snow that deep, and you just can't push.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Right, yeah. And these two gentlemen were walking by and said, "Don't do it, man. It's not worth it." I'm like, "Hey, you don't understand. I got to get in there. I got to get to these dogs." And right away, they were like, "Dogs, we're in. As soon as you mentioned dogs, what do you need?" And yeah, they helped me get in, and they were willing to do everything and anything. So it was awesome.
That is really amazing. So they had heard about Western New York Heroes, correct? They knew what you did at this facility, correct?
Yeah, so it wasn't until they kind of cleared out the doorway path and they looked in and realized, oh my God, this is the school. And you can just see and hear the excitement in them. And once we got inside, I told them, I said, "You guys want to see the dogs?" And yeah, it was like Christmas morning for them. It seemed like all over again.
Obviously, you were caught up in the moment of trying to dig your way out and get to the dogs, but you only had their first names, correct? So by the time they had left, you were trying to find them again.
Right. Yeah, it was kind of like the Lone Ranger coming in with the mask on, right? They swooped in, they helped me get in. I took some photos with them and the dogs because they just really wanted to see the dogs. The dogs were sound asleep. They were warm. The dogs were all excited to see us come in, but they got to spend some time with the dogs. I took some photos with them and then away they went. And it wasn't until after I was like, man, I want their number. I want to be able to do something more to show appreciation for their help, because there were so many people walking by when I was trying to get in. And of course, still somewhat snowing and everyone's worried about themselves, and I get it. But to have these two guys coming along and, decide that it doesn't matter where they were going at the time, they heard dogs and they jumped right into action. So it was awesome.
The response you got online, just seeing the posts that you did, was amazing.
It was crazy. It felt awesome. We have every intention on getting them to our gala next November and presenting them with one of our Eagle Awards, because in my opinion, they deserve it. They were the hero or heroes of the day for us, for myself, especially for the dogs. And I'll have the discussion with them about coming and volunteering and maybe doing something more with the dogs and letting them have time with the dogs and getting some enjoyment out of it as well.
Western New York Heroes.
There you go.
That's so nice. Do you want to say something to them now? You probably haven't seen them since because the weather's still been pretty bad. But if they're watching or they're going to see this online, what would you like to say to these gentlemen?
You always have a home here. Knowing that they're a few blocks away, they're always welcome here. If they want to just pop in, see the dogs, say hello, grab a bite to eat, grab a hot chocolate, coffee, they're always welcomed here. They don't ever have to worry about calling. They're popping in. In my opinion, we try to treat everybody that's a part of our organization as family. And yes, now they're family.
Anyone loved by Western New York Heroes is loved by us here on AM Buffalo. So great job, Jameer. Great job, Bart. We can't wait to have you on AM Buffalo. And thank you so much to everyone on social media who helped Western New York Heroes find them and connect with them. So that has been an absolute great story.